you like the event so far, Johnny?
I love it. It's my third time at this event. I love the venue, I love the people, I love the content. Such a professional show, always great speakers. Gabor and the team put on an amazing show and just keep it tight. Speakers aren't spending too much time.
Too kind to us.
It's a great show. I love being here and I love Budapest, especially in the summertime.
It's better now than in the winter.
True.
Not too much rain. And what have you learned today?
I've learned about the CEE market, the size, the scale, how it's growing. This morning, I've been learning, we had a great conversation about AI and sourcing. I'm only in these early parts of the day. I've only seen 2 talks plus my own. I have about 6 more to see, so ask me again in a few hours.
Absolutely. AI is all the rage. What's your impression about that? Isn't it controversial?
So it's like saying back in 1995, oh, computers are all the age, or the internet's all the rage. Yeah, it is, because it's going to affect us for 20 years. I think AI, we've been talking about it for 10 years, machine learning, AI, everything else, but nobody could really feel it in their jobs. I think the last 2 years, you can actually feel AI helping in your jobs, and it's amazing. I think we'll probably just be used to it in 2 years' time, so it's still novel. There's still so many people not using it and embracing it.
Is it useful for recruiters too?
So useful for recruiters. I was demonstrating this morning, just as a co-pilot, it can write job specs, write outreach messages, do research for you, analysis, write Boolean search strings. There's so much it can do for you. I just really feel that recruiters aren't leveraging enough. And you can just talk to it, just turn on the voice mode and get it to do work for you. I'd encourage anyone just to try it out.
When did you start doing it?
Personally, gosh, I started using AI a month or 2 after ChatGPT launched, but honestly, I didn't use it much, and you kind of really have to spend a few weeks of just intensive use of it, and then you realize the power of it. But the best thing is if you've got a lot of writing to do, that could be summarizing candidates, doing a research report, pulling together some information. That's where it has its real power. I know, one of my favorite use cases of AI, I probably shouldn't share this, is doing performance reviews. I shared it with the audience this morning, but I just talk to my phone. I'm in very natural tone. I'd say about, Ben did this, that, the other. These are positives and these are negatives. Oh, and I'd say this other thing as well. Turn that into a performance review summary, and it beautifully does performance reviews for me every quarter, which I hate doing. So any of those tasks where you just hate writing, it's brilliant.
It's pretty good use. What do you think the biggest upside for recruiters is in terms of AI, in terms of new technologies, in terms of this age that's coming?
Just speed of information and writing. We have to do a lot of admin, writing, organizing, reaching out to people, sending reports. That's done. AI can just do all that for you super fast. There's no excuse. But I think you got to push further than that. Like, I'm somebody, for example, with ADHD. I struggle to focus and get things done, and I forget to do things. But with AI, I just speak into AI and it just does it for me. I don't have to wait or procrastinate. It just does the work. So for anyone who's got a lot of work to get done, just use AI. There's no excuse not to get started or get 90% of the progress. Draft an email, do that research. It takes 3 minutes to do that work. And you really just have to embrace it. Sam Altman from OpenAI talks about how he leaves his phone on permanently all day long with the voice mode of ChatGPT on. And he just talks to it as he works, as an assistant in the room. So he's not even pressing a button to get it working. Okay. That's the kind of comfort level I think we need to get to with AI. It's just there working and helping us.
Okay, the most important question to the end. So what's your favorite drink or meal here in Hungary, Budapest?
Well, I've had the goulash before.
One thing you like?
My first time here out for dinner with a team in Hungary, they brought me out for Hungarian kind of goulash with the meat and potatoes and everything else for lunch outdoors, and it was fantastic. It actually reminds me very much of Irish food. We do our beef stews, and I think culturally we're very similar. The Irish, the Polish, the Hungarians, we share a lot of carb-rich diets in terms of meat and potatoes and farming, and it reminds me of home, so I love that.
Thank you very much, Johnny. It's been lovely to see you here.
Pleasure.